Dungeon Corner here at the Collective in sunny Altamont Springs, Florida, where it is a nice brisk 81 degrees. The rest of the world may be freezing, but we're bathing in the sun. It's like an adventure that found the horde with no dragon. Oh, yeah. Anyway, so today we got a cool show lined up. We are going to talk about all things that the DMs love. Well, this guy right here is the DM, and that's what we want to talk about. So one of the first things I'm going to talk about, of course, is dice. Now look, I was actually able to get this from the front of the store. Brendan said, go ahead, talk about it. Why not? And this case right here has all kinds of beautiful, fancy dice. Okay. These are all stone dice. So they're gemstone. They're cracked gemstone. Oh my God, they're just beautiful. And I can't even tell you what they are. They're all gemstones, except for these two here. These are actually the special edition, these metal dice. One's based on a sword. The other one's on a mace, and they're spiky. Hey, Sarah, welcome to the show. Yeah, shiny dice. Look at that. It's the whole collection. Look at that. Oh, man. And they're displayed in this beautiful case. Now, these are not for the faint of heart. These dice, I'm going to tell you, they're beautiful and all. They range from like $79.99 on up to like about $149 for the really. I don't think any of those are in here because there's a beautiful set of like jade ones, some kind of jade, and they're just amazing. They're actually made out of. Hey, John, yeah, stones. They're made out of the actual gemstones, and they're just beautiful. I have an Amethyst set that my son Antonio and my daughter-in-law Sarah got me. I've bought a couple of these for people. There was a cat's eye one here that was gorgeous. I bought those for someone, and yeah, I'm telling you, they're just amazing. But hey, bud, how are you? There's my son Antonio and John, and all right, we're all coming on little by little. So these are gorgeous dice. They're here. And talking about dice, so I'm kind of going to jump around today because there's all kinds of stuff coming up. So this month, let me get my glasses so I tell you so I get you in the know. All right. So in March, first of all, it'll be the 1 year anniversary of the Collective coming here. This will be the relocation anniversary, okay, of when they moved into here, and that's going to happen March 19th. We'll talk about that in just a little bit. So I'm going to kind of go through the month. And with all things D&D, right? Because that's what this is, all things D&D. So, on the 3rd, if you buy $50 in dice, you get this cool Leatherette dice case. Okay? It's by Norse Foundry. It holds one entire set of dice, 9 dice. And it's a nice Leatherette type of thing. This one has a purple dragon on it. Of course, purple, because that's my favorite color. Oh, hello, my love. My wife is on. Yes. So you get this. This is for Wednesday the 2nd, okay? Wednesday the 2nd. Now, moving along, on the 8th, which this has to do with dice, you get the roll your discount day. That's the 8th, Tuesday the 8th. You roll a D4 for your game purchase discount. On a 1, you get double stamps for the purchase. On a 2, you get 10% off. On a 3, you get 15% off. And on a 4, you get 20% off. So see, dice. You need dice. You got to have dice. You can't roll dice if you ain't got none. All right, so moving right along with the dice, on the 13th, Sunday the 13th, we have double dice day. So you get double stamps on all dice and all dice accessory purchases. Dice accessories, did we say that? Well, here we go. We have an owlbear, a nice white owlbear to keep all your dice in. Dun, dun, dun. Not all, because if you're like me, you'd have to have a real owlbear stuffed. I'm not chasing owlbear just to stuff them. Anyway, all right. We also have these neat dragon eyes, and they come in all colors. This one's black, and then we have now. Here's one of my favorite pouches. Okay, this is a pouch, a bag of many pouches. Okay, inside of this, when you open it up, it has like 8 compartments and then like a center compartment, and in there you can put one little pouch can have the 4, 6, 8, 10s, percentages, 12s, and then all your 20-sided dice in the middle pouch. So it's really cool. This is an amazing, and it comes in all kinds of colors. I picked blue because Latoya likes blue. I like blue. It's a cool color. And Christina likes blue. All right, and here, this is like a faux leather. This is a real nice one. It's a drawstring, and it's really cool. It's nice and big. So it's a good way to start your collection and keep them all in one place. And of course, oh, where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Now I'm going to move up to the dice tray. Oh, you know what? Let's not talk about that one yet. Let's talk about the dice tray. Look at this dice tray with the dragon eye in it. That is gorgeous. It's really nice, and they have several of these. They snap together and they turn into a really nice dice tray. This was called the Spectral Blue and Gold. Spectral Blue and Gold. Look at that. That is very cool. All right, so which now leads me to dun dun dun. This bad boy here by Norse Foundry. This is a dice tray and a dice holder all in one. So what's neat about this is that around the outside of this, you can't see it. I should go run to the store and get the one. In fact, you know what? Don't go nowhere. Hey, Danny! Danny! Bring me that dice tray. The Norse Foundry dice tray, the open one. See, this is great. We just kind of yell, and it's awesome. And if you're wondering, yeah, I'm yelling into the main story. Here comes my producer, Danny. Danny, come on over here. I got to introduce you guys to Danny. I always talk about him, but I don't ever get to introduce him to you. So this is Danny. Danny's the producer. He helps put all this craziness together. He sets up all this craziness for me, and I really appreciate it. So round of applause for Danny.
And you don't disappear. You don't disappear as much down here.
No, I don't disappear. Remember when I was disappearing? My magic kind of fizzled out.
I figured it out. I think this light, as little as it is, fixed it.
That's what it's. The producer. Thank you, Danny.
No problem, Danny.
All right, so check it out. So that's the tray. Here's what it looks like inside. It's awesome. So you can line all this with your dice. My shirt is sparkling. Why, yes, it's my Dungeons and Dragons dice. Oh, my Dungeons and Dragons. Bum, 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 dragon dice. Gotta love it. All right, so this holds all of your dice. And here, you roll them. So it's really neat. And then you just close it up like so. And this is a red phoenix. Look at that. That's cool. Very sparkling. Very nice. But there's all kinds. They come in all colors, and they got all kinds of characters on them. Of course, this is a purple dragon. Because one, I like dragons and I love purple. Okay, there you go. So you got all kinds of cool stuff that has to do with dice. So back to this. On the 13th, you get double stamps on all dice. And I'm not talking about just these. You guys have seen all the dice that are out there. I wanted to bring these in because I always talk about these. And you guys have never been able to really see them. So I brought them out. Brendan said, yeah, take it back there and show them. So I wanted to. But anyway, okay, so now we get to the crazy stuff. On the 18th, which is Friday the 18th, you buy any D&D starter or hardcover book and you get a set of dice, $9.99 value, and a miniature, $5.99 value for free. So you buy one starter book or hardcover book, and you basically get like $16 worth of free stuff. I mean, you can't beat that. Hey, William, how you doing? Good to see you, bud. I am here. Everything's going great. How are you doing? I was just telling everybody earlier, we got 81-degree weather. I'm not sure where you're at, but right now, but I bet it's cold, huh? Everybody say hi to William. That's my bud. It's the Furious Tales. Yeah, baby. Loving it. Can't wait for it. When's it coming out? Mm-hmm. Tell us. Post it up there. All right. So here we go. So that's on the 18th. D&D Starter Day. If you're a D&D fan, you want to get into Dungeons & Dragons, it's a great day to come. You get free stuff. You can't beat it, right? Right. All right, and then the big day everybody's been waiting for, the 1-year relocation anniversary. Yes, round of applause. All right. See other side for all that's happening. Members also get an additional benefit. Oh, boy. There's a lot of stuff happening here. Looky. I'll just show you real quick. Look, it's invisible. It shines because it's green. I love it. It's magic, baby. Did you get the gift I sent you yet? 47 Furious Tale launches on Kickstarter next week. You can order your copies locally through the Collective too, which is what I will do. I'm going to jump on the Kickstarter. I'm going to do it through the Collective because I love that Furious Tales. Daddy! Daddy, man! I'm going to find out, William. No, I don't know. I don't think so. Daddy's hoarding it. That's the way he is. He'll want to surprise me. Oh, he's probably busy, but that's okay. But, hey, everybody, 47 Furious Tales, I don't know how many times I've had to tell you. Wow. It's all, hey, where's my gift from William? Uh-huh.
I don't think has it arrived yet?
Has it arrived? I don't know. He said,
know.
did you get the gift I sent you? I don't know. He's probably hoarding it, William.
I haven't checked the mail today yet, but it didn't come in the mail yesterday when I checked.
It did come in the mail.
1 o'clock. All right, you're going to be live for a little bit? I'm going to go check.
I'll be live for, look at that. He's going, I tell you, this producer, this guy's the best. He's going to go check the mail. I mean, you can't ask for more than that. Looks like it's arriving today, Danny.
It says arrive.
Yeah, William says it's arriving today. I love it, man. This is so awesome. This is like a crazy show, and I love it. And I'm like the Mad Hatter on TV. Woohoo! All right. So on the 19th, there's all kinds of cool stuff happening here. You got to come. There's going to be, I know that there's a bunch of people coming to do signings. There's open tables for games. There's just so much stuff. Sidewalk sale, creators, live music, a food truck, premiere of Tales from the Collective 2022. Members enjoy an extra set of benefits that day. I mean, hey, make sure I read the inside cover. I will, sir. Yes, sir, I will. You know, a lot of people, you know, I just to give William some kudos because he's awesome. I mean, this guy, they created this whole series of comic books, and anybody will tell you, I really wasn't into comic books until I read the 47 Furious Tales, and I was like, wow, the story was great. The art is amazing. The quality of the comic book, I can't stress that enough. I always say you get what you pay for. That's an awesome comic book, and it's not any more than any other comic book. So they've put a lot of heart, sweat, and tears into that because the comic book industry is not an easy thing. So I really appreciate it, and he's always helping people out, and his stuff is happening. And I wish him and all the folks that work with him, the artists and all that, the best of success because I want 47 Furious Tales to just kick off and just take off. I want it to be bigger than Batman or Superman. The Avengers. That's right. It's a great story. So make sure you pick one up. If nothing else, collect it. You ain't got to read it. Just collect it. It's awesome. One day it's going to be worth a fortune. I'm telling you. No, who thought that Superman #1 would sell for what it sold for, right? So the #1, I'm telling you. Watch. One day. Anyway, so back to this. On the 21st, which is D&D Monday, Danny says we outsell Superman there at the Collective. I bet you do. I bet you do because it's an amazing comic book. I will vouch for that. I'm sold. So D&D Monday, the 21st, buy any D&D merchandise and get the second at 50% off. Limit 2, discount up to $100. Look at that. What? Come on. What other place does that? Nobody does that. That's why I love being here. That's why I am here. And all my players come in. It's just a wonderful affair, guys. You know, the Collective, it is a comic and gaming community. And if you have not experienced it yet, you need to come down and experience it. I'm telling you. Now, let's talk about my other favorite thing, other than dice, which is miniatures. Boy, I only brought out 7. There's like another 5. There's like a dozen different bricks of miniatures out there. But I'd be up here, piled up high. So miniatures, I love miniatures. You guys know that. I have tons of miniatures. I can never get enough miniatures. So, and they come in all sizes, shapes,
no mail
and colors.
Yet.
Oh, no mail today. That's all right. It'll get here later.
She's a little late sometimes.
She's a little late. All right. I'm going to look forward to it. So these are all boosters. They come in these bricks like this that you can buy. Okay. So there they are. This has 8. They always have 8. Now you see how some of these are big and some of them are a little smaller. They always come with 4 figurines. The thing about the big ones is they are usually big creatures in them. So like in this one of the biggest creatures you get is a Wave Rider, kind of like right there. You see it. You see the little pictures on the side. And then there's a Pinacosaurus, which looks like some kind of dinosaur. But you know what? There it is. So those figs are not extremely big, and they'll fit inside the box. Then this is the Guildmaster's Guide to Ravnica. So this is really cool. This was a set that came out. This is actually a D&D Icons of the Realms one. Hey, Danny, could you bring me one of the Carnival ones? I forgot to get the Carnival. Yeah, no, the Carnival. And so this is, now I brought this one out because this is my favorite. I think I have purchased at least 3 or 4 of these bricks. Yes, they're a miniature. And I love this. This is Legendary Adventures. It's a Pathfinder one. The reason I love it is because it has kobolds, goblins, and orcs. My favorite creatures of all time. You know, And everybody says, well, why do you love them so much? Because they're so amazing. They are. Nobody likes, goblins, orcs, kobolds. Those guys are like the backbone, other than dragons, of course, are like the backbone of Dungeons and Dragons. When you're first, there's a lot of cool creatures. There are. I mean, I love beholders. I mean, here's Xanathar's smaller cousin. Yep, there he is. He always hangs out here, keeping an eye on things. Xanathar's always in the know. You need any information, you just talk to him. Hey, Jason, how you doing? John's Dungeon Corner. Let's roll. Crap, I rolled a 1. Not a 1. Uh-oh. Hey, where's Rush? Anyway, there's a story behind it. Ask me sometime in person. I'll tell you about it. So over here, more. This is the Monster Menagerie. This is the original Monster Menagerie. They've come out with I think they're on number 3. I think number 4 is coming down the pipe sometime. And Monster Menagerie is exactly that. All things monsters. Now, sure, there's some characters in there because, when they say monsters, they mean everything, NPCs and all that too. So, but you got characters. And I'm going to talk about that here in a little bit. Now, this is a Dragon Heist. Whew! Dragon Heist was really nice. That's the water deep Dragon Heist creatures that are in the module and that. So you can find all kinds of things, including Voltham Gedrum, which is Volo. Volo being Volo's guide to everything. Volo's this, Volo's that. Anything Volo, the character's actually in there. It's really cool. Let me show you. Let me take this one down from here. Let me put it over here. But so Volo is a guy. He's traveled everywhere. And I don't know if you can see him, but he's right next to that
You didn't want the balloon.
Yep, there he is. No.
Okay, you want these.
Yeah. So, and then
the picture of the balloons in the back. So
yes. Oh, yeah.
And we have the balloon too.
Yes, this is beautiful. This is my favorite one. I'm going to talk to him about that in a little bit. So, and then you got Snowbound. Okay, this is the Icons of the Realm Snowbound. It has some really cool giant creatures, including it's called a Goblin Battle Wagon. But what it is, there's a giant polar bear. Uh-oh, I froze. No, I'm frozen. See? Oh, there I am. So I talked about Snowbound and I froze. How do you like that? Is that appropriate or what? Okay, so in Snowbound, it's a lot of the creatures, a lot of snow creatures. So you've got a snow golem. You got the Goblin War Wagon, which is really cool. Let me show you that one too. I love showing all this stuff off because it's so cool. So there's the Goblin War Wagon, right? Let me turn it around so you can see it better. There it is right there at the bottom. And it's basically a white polar bear dragging this huge wagon with it. And it's the Goblin War Wagon. It's awesome. And then here's another one. There's 2 that I'm going to show you that are really cool. So this one down here, it's green, unfortunately, so you really can't see it. It's called the Bestiary Unleashed. It's right there. Can't see it very well because it's green, but you kind of can. And it's got some really neat creatures like the Celestial Guardian, the Medusa, the Eden with flails. Really neat. The best part about all of this is if you don't, you want a lot of have monsters. Oh, I froze again. What's going on? Danny, I'm freezing. Okay. Okay, so now that I'm unfrozen, the neatest thing about this is that I want to have a lot of monsters. And I don't have time to paint them all. Well, everything that I've shown you in these boxes comes pre-painted. Oh, look, he's making an appearance. I see you. So there's a lot of monsters in here. There's a lot of characters, and there's NPCs that you can use, and they're all painted, completely painted. They come that way. And I think that's awesome because it allows you to build a collection of creatures or NPCs or characters for your players to use that are already painted. Now,
quit moving so fast, man.
Oh, I gotta move slowly.
There you go. See?
It works. Okay, I can't quit moving so fast. I'm Puerto Rican. I can't help it. Anyway, so they come pre-painted, fully painted, and they're just amazing. Some of the figures you go, wow. I mean, they are collectible. I don't get them for the collectability. I do it. Most of the stuff that I get, I'll happily trade stuff off for goblins, kobolds, and orcs, and hobgoblins, and cool stuff like that. Because to me, that's cool stuff that I can use. And the neat thing is, I love being able to get a lot of them because I want to just keep throwing creatures out there. It's amazing when your player characters show up and they're like 10th and 12th level, and they think they're going into a goblin encampment, and okay, goblin encampment, and then all of a sudden you put down 50 miniatures, and now all of a sudden it's like, what just happened? What? And of course, I've talked about the monster manual and the expanded monster manual. That is amazing. It gives you so many different kinds of goblins that you can use. So there's just all in all, there's like 13, 14 different types of goblins that you can put on that table. Spellcasters, rogues, assassins, bowmen, archers, shamans, witch doctors. I mean, there's just a whole slew of different types of creatures now. And that I love that. Now, this box here, this is from the set, The Wild Beyond the Witchlight. It's about it has a book. It comes with the book and everything. But I want to show you these because these are the most amazing. I love this. Oops, there we go. There it is. So it's got all these characters, but if you notice right here in the middle, there's a crystal ball. It's like it's a crystal ball. And inside you would put this creature here. That's really, let me see if it's on the back. Okay, so there it is. That's the crystal ball right here. If you can see it, it's gorgeous. And I've always thought that, wow, if you could just put like a little backlight on there, it's got a little jellyfish and a creature that goes in there. It's just amazing. Now, there's also a swamp gas balloon. This is the premier figurine. It comes by itself. And it's really neat. How you got to see it in person. They actually have it here. And then inside you've got Delagrum, some of the unique creatures. Northwind in red. Here go the proprietors of the carnival, Master Witch, the Mr. Light, and Kettlesteam. And then over here, you have Burley, Thaco. The clown is named Thaco. He's blowing bubbles out of a pipe. And Candlefoot. So all these are the creatures that are in here. And if you're playing that campaign, this makes for a really neat addition to any game. I am probably going to get myself a set. I have not gotten it yet. I've got so much stuff that is on my to get list, and it just keeps getting bigger. It never gets smaller. It's like, okay, so Christmas was wonderful. I got so many cool things. You guys know I got the tavern, the Yawning Portal Tavern, which is out of control. It was gorgeous. My wife, you guys all know about that. I've talked about it before, but it was awesome. And I thought, oh, well, the list will get smaller. But the thing is, next week, let me give you a little heads up. Next week, there's a whole new set of a new brick coming out from Pathfinder. And yeah, we're going to be looking at it. If you ever want to have some real fun, we have a cool thing that we do with these bricks. It's like a auction that we do. But if you want to find out about it, talk to Antonio, talk to myself, and we'll tell you about it. But I'm going to throw that out there because it's a blast. And it just involves, you got to have the time for it. It's more than anything time consuming. It's a lot of fun, and we have a lot of laughs. We do it with a couple other of our friends, and we just have a blast with it. So I think that's about everything I wanted to throw at you guys for the day. But let me think. I want to make sure I didn't forget anything. No. So miniatures. Oh, okay. So you see these bricks. Okay. I do want to say this. You can buy these individually, just a box, one box set. Okay. The boxes range anywhere from like $15.99 all the way up to like $19.99. The bricks range anywhere from like what? $125 to $159.
Did you mention our campaign Sunday?
Not yet. There's a couple things. Thank you for reminding me though. See, that's the producer. I love him. So they come individually. You can buy them 1, 2, or 3. You can buy a brick at a time. You know, if you're a member, you get stamped. You got stamp cards that you can use towards. This is a lot that the collective provides, that opportunities for you to expand your horizons, to expand your collections, be it dice as gifts or for yourself, or miniatures, pre-painted miniatures. Now, and talking about Dungeons and Dragons, this Sunday, I am going to be hosting Session 0 here at the Collective. Session 0. Look, it's floating. Session 0 here at the Collective. We're going to actually put that up online, and we're going to run it live, and you can watch. We're going to go from character creation to what I like to call session 0.5. Session 0 is where we create the characters. We talk about all the things, that we're doing to create the characters, how we did it. You'll see who's it going to be? It's going to be Danny and Zoe and Brenna and Antonio. Those are my 4 players. They're going to create their characters. Antonio will help me because Antonio's a great DM, game master. He has his own game he plays, but he helps me as both a player, and it's always nice to have that experienced player with them because the other 3 are kind of still new to Dungeons & Dragons. This will be Brenna's first time playing. You guys remember Danny and Zoe played in the first campaign, but, with everything going on, it kind of got tabled. So we'll start a new one. And here's the cool thing. You'll actually get to see the beginner box and the second box that I've talked about earlier used because that's what I'm going to run. I'm going to run everything out of Fendalen. Fendalen, is it Fendalen? Yeah. And we're going to run that campaign. And I'm just going to run it straight out the boxes so you guys can kind of see. The only difference is that instead of using the pre-made characters that come in the beginner box, I'm going to have them create their characters. I've been doing this for a little bit, so I got a little bit of experience dungeon mastering. So I'm just going to sit there and run it from there. And that's going to be fun because I'm going to use everything that I use in my campaign is going to be right out of the books. It's going to be modules that are here available for purchase. In fact, I'll probably use Glenfallen, Williams set in there, and let that, and you guys will kind of get a taste of that. That'll be pretty neat. And I think that's what's right. I got so many things in my head. Sometimes I just forget. I forget my own name if I didn't see it all the time. But anyway, so yeah, this could be a lot of fun. You'll see some dice rolling. You'll see some moaning and groaning, some hip hip hooray, and some, oh no, I can't believe I rolled a 1. Kind of like Jason. Oh, I rolled a 1. Oh no. And you always roll it when you need it not to be rolled the most. Although I don't know if there's a convenient time to ever roll a 1, right? 20s are fantastic though. Anyway, so I think that's about it for today. Don't forget March Madness. I love it. You can't really see it. It's magical. Look at that. That's actually a schedule. You got to come down to the collective and get one of these. Now, listen, there's something going on different every day through March. There's a different cell every day. But let's say you sit there and you miss it. And you like, oh man, I wish I had been able to do that. I'll tell you how great these guys are here. You can cut out on the 31st, the last day of March. You can choose your cell day. Cut out any one cell and use it today. I mean, come on. Does it get any better than that? No. You can pick one and use it on the 31st. Okay? And I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. I mean, come on. So you can come all month, or you miss it and you miss the one cell because you were working late or couldn't get over here. You cut it out, you bring it on the 31st, and they will let you use it. You cannot. It's just amazing. These guys are simply amazing. So, without anything else to tell you about, I guess this is it for today's. We're gonna wrap this up. But as always, may the roll rise up to meet your feet, and may all your adventures be successful. It's been great. Thank you, everyone, and I will see you here at the Collective sometime. Look, I disappeared, and now I'm over here. You can't see me, but you can hear me, but that's okay. You guys have a beautiful weekend, and remember, March is a March Madness, and it's not just about basketball. It's about all things collective. See ya. Oh, there's Danny.